What is good, everybody? Welcome back to another My Damn Toys video. Today we're going to go through my 10 favorite current WWE superstars. So when I say current, guys, that means that these are my favorite 10 people on the current day roster. So anybody that is retired, anybody that has came in the past, and anybody not currently on the roster right now wrestling week to week or that is on the active roster is ineligible. So let's go ahead and dive right in. These are not in any particular order except probably 1 and 2. The rest, you know, I'd probably have to sit down and think about, but 1 and 2 are definites, and after that it's in no particular order. I also want to add that Chris Jericho and Triple H are technically not on the current roster since they are not actively wrestling right now. I know Triple H just wrestled at Mania and Jericho's supposed to be coming back very soon, but for this list they are ineligible, so I will not be including them even though they would be included had they been wrestling actively. So number 10 for me, guys, is Cedric Alexander, the current day Cruiserweight Champion. This guy has impressed me so much since I ever saw him debut. He has a fantastic finisher. The freaking lumbar check is one of my favorite moves in WWE. Probably one of my favorite finishers outside the RKO in like the current roster. It's probably my favorite one outside the RKO. Just a fantastic guy, very athletic, just a great character, great dude, great face, has the look, and he wears great attires. I mean, what do you not like about this guy? Fantastic beast, so he had to come in at number 10. Happy Rusev Day, guys. Number 9 is Rusev, and what's not to like about this guy? Most over guy in the company right now. I don't think the rumors of him being let go is true. I think it's just a work right now. Maybe Rusev trying to swerve the fans and it's going to be worked into an angle. Hopefully that's true, but what do you not like about this guy? He's hilarious. As you've seen on WWE's and Austin Creed's YouTube channel multiple times, this guy is very good. He has a sense of humor like no other. I can understand why he would be like with a woman like Lana, just because a sense of humor goes a long way with the ladies, so it's very cool to see him on there interacting with all the other talent, and he's just a fantastic wrestler in the ring as well, guys. He has the look, he's very strong, he's got a cool moveset and everything, so number 9, Rusev Day. Coming in at number 8 is the man that just returned to the WWE ring, Daniel Bryan. What's not to like about Daniel Bryan? This guy is so over as well. I mean, he's a fantastic wrestler. He broke the mold on what it's like to be a professional wrestler. You know, he proved that you don't have to be 6'4", ripped up, and just on roids to make it. And he is just a great inspiration, and he's an absolute, he just perseveres through everything that he does, and he just has a fantastic character. He's a great dude as well, and I'm very happy to have him back in the WWE, and I cannot wait to see where he goes with his character from here, and we're going to get some epic matchups in 2018 for Daniel Bryan. Next, we have number 7, and that is the current day WWE Champion, AJ Styles. What's not to love about AJ Styles? I know I've said that multiple times on this list, guys, but, I mean, it's AJ freaking Styles. He's phenomenal for a reason. I would give him that he is the best wrestler in the entire world. He can have a great match with anybody. His storytelling, his charisma, his selling, he is just a beast. I love his attires, his gear. He is a great promo, and I mean, he's AJ freaking Styles. And I remember hearing about him when I was in like elementary school. When it was like 2002 through 2004, I was like, I would check out TNA once in a while. I would just turn it on, and AJ Styles was always on there, and I was like, God, that dude is a beast. And I always knew the name. Him and Samoa Joe were always prominent in TNA, so I always heard about them, and it was just a joy to see him come over to WWE, and his run has been impeccable, and I cannot wait to see where he goes this year as well. Coming in at number 6, we have the Demon King. We have Finn Balor right here, guys. And what's not to love about Finn Balor? He has one of the most OG gimmicks in WWE right now. One of the last ones at that. And it is just fantastic. I love his indie work as Prince Devitt. His wrestling moves are incredible. He can put on a great match with anybody. And I hope he goes over to SmackDown, guys, because he needs to get away from Monday Night Raw. If he can't get his Universal Championship back, I know he will one day, but we need to move on from that. Get him over to SmackDown and do some new and fresh feuds. And he is just a beast. If you don't like Finn Balor, I'd strongly reconsider you. Go back, watch his indie stuff, watch his NXT stuff, and I promise you, you will become a Finn Balor fan. At number 5, we have the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. And, I mean, this is self-explanatory, guys. My first ever match that I ever watched on WWE television was with Jeff Hardy, and I just love him so much. I mean, he literally did all this death-defying stuff. He literally he influenced me to want to become a wrestler in the first place. Like, I used to dive off of my house. I used to do swanton bombs off the roof of my house, onto my trampoline, do off ladders, you know. He inspired me to be a wrestler. Him and Rob Van Dam were huge in that, and Jeff Hardy, I mean, what can you say about him? I met him about a year and a half ago, and he was a down-to-earth guy. He's just a swell guy to be around. He's an amazing wrestler, amazing talent, and there will never, ever be another guy like Jeff Hardy in the business. Just so unique, so uniquely talented, and it is a joy to actually witness him come back to WWE after all this time, and he is just a true walking nostalgia factor for me in wrestling. At number 4, we have KO Mania, guys, Kevin Owens. And if you love Kevin Owens, you know exactly what to look for in a wrestler, guys. This guy is the best promo cutter in the business, behind probably John Cena. He is an amazing wrestler in the ring. He can sell. He has a very unique build and look. He's sort of like Mankind in that aspect. You know, he doesn't have to be ripped and muscular. He's literally just pudgy. But he literally is so athletic and so entertaining to watch. And he is the best heel in the business, in my opinion. I wish they would give him more of an evil factor instead of more cowardly that they book him as. But he is just great, guys. And if you, like, he pays attention to detail when he's using his character. I actually did a video a while back on why he's a top 5 wrestler in the world, and I actually believe that. I mean, this guy has every single tool that you need besides being, you know, 6'3" with an 8-pack. I mean, that's literally the only things he's missing, and that stuff doesn't even matter. This guy is a beast, and he deserves so much more credit and respect that he gets, and I absolutely love Kevin Owens, and he is definitely one of my favorite wrestlers on the current roster. Number 3, we have my boy Dolph Ziggler. And I love Dolph Ziggler so much, guys. His character is fantastic. I wish that he would get away from this heel stuff. I think he could have been better as a face. He can work as a heel, but it's the way they book him as a heel that I don't like. But he's a great promo. He knows exactly how to cut a promo. I like his style in the ring. He's fantastic in the ring. His selling is the best in the business. He has the best boots in the wrestling world as well. Love them so much. But besides that, I love his character. I can relate to his character so much. If you go back to 2016 in his feud with The Miz and how, like, you know, he was talking about with Dean Ambrose as well over the WWE Championship. I know that match wasn't good at all. But you watch the promos and you watch how, like, he's always been told that he was great, but then he wasn't good enough, and then, you know, he's always been the underdog, and I can really relate to that fact that I've been overlooked in my career as an athlete. I was never, in my opinion, never given the full chance that I deserved. But I just love Dolph Ziggler in that aspect. I see myself when I see Dolph Ziggler, so it's really relatable, and that's probably why he means so much to me, and that's probably why he's so high on this list. But I will always be a huge fan of Dolph Ziggler, and he's definitely one of my all-time and current favorite things in WWE. Coming in at number 2 is the Viper, Randy Orton, and I can say for a fact that the next 2 are my 2 favorites of all time, my 2 favorites on the current roster, and just 2 absolute beasts all around in the wrestling business. They transformed wrestling for me. They paved the way. They literally kept me interested in wrestling, and they kept me going, and Randy is one of those guys. He is just the embodiment of a wrestler. His ability to sell, his ability in the ring, his promo work, his look, his music, everything about him, guys, is just bottom line great. He has the best finisher in WWE, possibly of all time. I mean, it's the most over move ever. Every time you see an RKO, listen to the crowd. It doesn't matter if he's a heel Randy or a face Randy. I respect the guy so much. If I look like him when I'm 38, I will be a happy man. I mean, he is a consistent hard worker in the business. You know, he pays attention to detail. He really works hard every single day. I know all these guys do, but Randy has worked hard for literally like 15 to 18 years in this business in the WWE, and he is just a freaking true success story. And he was literally handed, I know you could say that he's 3rd generation and, you know, his dad paved the way, but this man is just a beast. And if you follow him, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. A great guy as well, even though he's had some past mistakes. I love Randy Orton, and he is definitely my 2nd favorite of all time. And number 1, my all-time favorite wrestler, my current roster favorite wrestler, just the GOAT of all time. I say it all the time on the channel. You guys already know.
And his name is John Cena!
Yes, John Cena is my favorite current roster wrestler. He's my favorite of all time. I've said it multiple times on this channel. This man literally carried the WWE on his back. He's the best promo in the business. I've always loved his look. I like this version of John Cena the best. You know, the chain gang. I literally, on my Call of Duty, every Call of Duty game that I get, I put a chain gang logo on my gun and my emblem. So when Black Ops 4 comes out, it'll be on there. Black Ops 3, it's my logo. On my gun on World War II, it's literally the chain gang emblem. I love this gimmick. I loved everything about the guy. I mean, he is just the embodiment of what it means to be a wrestler. I mean, this man's literally never been in trouble with the WWE. He keeps his nose clean. He literally, I love the hustle, loyalty, respect thing. I know you could say it's a, you know, a freaking kitty gimmick or a sissy gimmick or whatever you want to say, but I just think that you can really relate to real life. And, you know, the rise above hate thing, I love that so much, and it is very, very, it speaks to me on a very, very high level. I mean, this guy is just the embodiment of what it means to be a professional wrestler. He is every word. He is everything about the word professional, and he's just the GOAT, guys. I mean, what do you want? I mean, he is the greatest of all time. When it is all said and done, he will have his 17 championships. He will go down as one of the, if there was a Mount Rushmore for wrestlers in WWE, he would definitely be on there with Hogan and Austin and some other, probably Taker would be the fourth guy, but I mean, there's no doubt that John Cena is my number one. But that about does it for my countdown, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comment section below. I'm very interested to hear what your guys' favorite 10 wrestlers are. Maybe you just want to do your top 5. You ain't got to put them in order. Just leave them down there, and I'll probably try to communicate with some of you guys, you know, if I have a different opinion and yada, yada, yada. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MyDamnToys. Subscribe for more epic WWE and WWE figure-related videos. Hit that bell to turn on all notifications so you never miss a My Damn Toys upload. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.